Buenos días, los Estados Unidos. Did you see the fucking president last night? Did you watch him give that speech? That shit was beautiful. It started good, the middle was good, and the end was good. That's exactly what needed to be done. He needed a platform to speak to the American people without it being cut up into sound bites, without it being edited in any way. It needed to be raw, uncut, president talking to us. And it was fucking great. I like that he started off by saying, black folks and brown folks are hurt first and worse by illegal aliens. That is a fucking fact. They come in, they take jobs, they take neighborhoods. That is a fact. I'm glad he started with that shit. He also told us statistics from the Department of Homeland Security about the drugs that come across the border, the heroin, the meth, the cocaine, the fentanyl, whatever the fuck you want to say, the Michael Jackson drug. He told us those things will be slowed to damn near a halt with a border wall. He was clear, he was concise, and he's right. These people, we're the bug zapper to the world. Our light and our success and our freedom draws people here, which is fine. But you have to go through the process. That's it. He even said we import. Well, we do, fuck it. We import millions of people that come here. And for all those who say that the president is racist and what he said about Mexicans and rapists and all that horse shit, that's what it is. A bunch of fucking horse shit. Because Mexico is number one in immigrants to this country, legally. So if he had a problem with Mexican people, why in the fuck does he allow them to come here legally? Way more than any other group wanting to migrate to this country. Way more. But that shit was great, and I loved it. And he said straight up, look, if the Democrats want to stop this shutdown, then fund the fucking wall. And after his speech, we were hit with fucking Adolf and Ava. They look like that fucking painting with the old farmer and his wife holding the pitchfork. That's what these two geriatric motherfuckers look like. My dad would call that going from sugar to shit, from Trump to Schumer and fucking Pelosi. That saggy-faced demon from hell. And what did they say? A bunch of fucking bullshit.
No, we have women and children who are not criminals. They are not doing this. They should be allowed into our country.
Look, just because you're a fucking woman does not fucking make you unable to commit crime. It does not make you incapable of being a criminal. I'm sure some of those women got drugs and shit on them too. Everybody needs to be vetted. Everybody needs to be checked before they come up in here. Are you fucking kidding me? This president wants to keep the government shut down and affect millions of Americans. Innocent Americans. Look, motherfucker. Some of those very people who you're talking about, some of those innocent Americans being crushed by this government shutdown, voted for Trump too. They want the wall too. They understand. And you know what? They will get paid. What they don't tell you is the 800,000 Americans who are being affected by this shutdown are non-essential personnel. We shouldn't have them anyway. If they're non-essential, what the fuck do we have them for? I've said this before. We cut non-essential parts out of our fucking body. Tonsils, appendix. So what's wrong with cutting non-essential personnel? Taking our money. If the president would just stop the shutdown, we can get over our differences with bipartisan. Shut the fuck up. This ineffective, expensive wall. How do you know it's ineffective? We've never fucking done it. You fucking crook. We've never had a wall, a real wall. There's walls in place now. We need more. 30, 40, 50 feet high. I don't give a shit. But how do you know it's ineffective? We've never done it, you fucking asshole. And what happened? Pelosi, Schumer, Clinton, all these cocksuckers talking about, oh, it's wrong. It's immoral to build a wall. It's wrong to keep immigrants out of our country who just want refuge. Well, 6 years ago, you fucking bitch, you were saying that illegal immigration is wrong. You were saying that we need a wall. You were saying that we need to fight illegal aliens coming into our country bringing drugs and violence. So what happened? You completely did a 180 in 6 years? No, that's not what happened. They just go with what's popular. They switch and go to whatever keeps them in office, whatever keeps them in power. Richard Pryor has a skit about this where he said he had, 10, 15 gangs, and he was in all of them. Whoever was winning. That's what these fucking snakes are doing. They're just changing their belief system with whatever keeps them in office, with whatever keeps them behind the walls that they have around their houses, their homes. And that's another thing Trump said. He said, all these motherfuckers, these Democrats who are talking about walls are wrong and immoral, we should let people in, they have walls around the fucking compounds that they live in. So like Reagan said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Miss Pelosi, Mrs. whatever the fuck, I guess she's married. Schumer, you piece of shit, tear down your walls. Fuck no, they won't do that. Trump also said the reason you have walls is not because you hate who's on the outside of them, it's because you love who's on the inside of them. This man is a dog with a motherfucking bone, and I love it. Keep this government shut down until the people who employ said government get what the fuck we want. Why don't you stick a microphone in Officer Singh's wife's face and see what she thinks? Let's get the Steinleys up here. Let's get the Tibbets up here. Why don't we get them up here and see what the fuck they think? The people who have been hit hardest by this. Why don't we interview some of these black and Mexican kids who live down in LA who can't find a fucking job because they don't speak Spanish? Why don't we talk to them? Why don't we talk to the men who can't find jobs on construction sites because, that's right, they don't speak Spanish? Fuck that shit. We need a secure fucking border. Why don't we talk to some of the parents who found their kids OD'd with vomit coming out of their mouth, dead in the fucking bathroom or in their bedroom because of drugs that come over the fucking border? Man, get out of here with that touchy-feely, soft, well, it feels good bullshit. Build that fucking wall. Give them the money for the wall and the shutdown's over. All these innocent Americans, all these poor people won't have their rent paid, and who can't get a mortgage for their home, and all this other horse shit you're talking about. Give them the 5.7 and the shutdown is fucking over. I saw a graph the other day, it was a pie chart, and it showed how much of the budget is funding for the wall. I'll put it to you this way. If you went to somebody's house for dinner, and for dessert they were having pie, and they gave you a piece of pie equivalent to what the border funding is to the budget, you'd be mad as shit. You look at them like, did I wrong you in some way? What's up with this paper thin piece of pie that I can see light through? It's nothing. It's a drop in the fucking bucket as far as the money. But their TDS is so fucking bad. They're in bed so fucking deep that they can't give this man a fucking inch. They can't. They're too far committed to the other side. It's like the story I told, pissing boots. Check out that video. I pissed in homeboy's boots, but I was so committed to I didn't do it that my pride wouldn't let me go back and say, hey man, that's my bad. Spoiler alert, I bought him a new pair of boots. So I'm not the dick you think I am. But they're so far committed, they're so deep in this shit that they can't go back. They can't do the right thing. You're not doing this for Trump. You're not giving Trump an inch. You're giving us a fucking inch. That's our representative. We put that man in office to do our bidding. But they can't go to each and every one of us 65 million who voted for him and spit in our face and say, fuck you. Even though they want to. But they can do it to Trump. He's right down the hall. They can do it to him. All that hate that they're directing toward him, make no mistake, it's directed toward us. They don't like us. Us stupid, working class, tax-paying motherfuckers. They don't like us because we stand in the way of their gravy train. We are the damsel in distress tied to the railroad tracks, stopping them from passing. They don't like us. They fucking hate us. Well, guess what? You slick, slimy, weasel, rodent snake motherfuckers, we hate you too. Fuck you. Give us what we want or you don't get what you fucking want. Trump is the motherfucking man. Keep doing what you're doing, 45. Fuck them. Because for the past, decade or more, they've been fucking us. That speech was fucking awesome. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Don't take my word for it. I know I'm a Trump supporter, but supporter or not, it was a good speech and that shit needed to be said directly to us, and it was. Man, got the blood pressure all up. Early in the morning, man, let me get in this damn rat race. You know how it goes, people. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Subscribe, resubscribe, hit that notification bell, follow your boy on the Twitters, @Green_Jericho. I'm Jericho Green. Man, I'm the fuck out.